My mission, which I chose to accept, was to watch the previous 46 films in Tom Cruise's filmography before The Final Reckoning released. And I'm happy to say that it is mission accomplished. With Final Reckoning, he's up to 47 films in about 44 years making them, which is immensely impressive, and while a couple of them are cameos, which I'll mention if they are, there are so many great films here on top of that. It's honestly crazy just how good his filmography is. And since this is the biggest list I have ever done in a video, we're going to run through places 47 all the way down to 20. Because if I give a bit of explanation or analysis for each of them, we're going to be here for at least an hour. So, I'll give a couple of them sentences if necessary. And finally, spoilers for all of Tom Cruise's films from here on out. Let's begin. Number 47 is Endless Love, which is kinda nice considering it was his first feature appearance. He's great in his 20 seconds of screen time, but the rest of the film does genuinely really suck. 2 out of 10. Number 46 is The Mummy. Number 45 is Losing It. 44 is Lions for Lambs, and at number 43 is Austin Powers in Goldmember, where he had a cameo role. 42nd is Rock of Ages, and as a Bon Jovi fan, it was hilarious to hear him sing Dead or Alive. The man truly can do anything. At 41, I have All the Right Moves. 40 is Oblivion, which I was really disappointed by. 39 is Jack Reacher Never Go Back. At 38 is Taps, his second feature film. Number 37 is one I know a lot of people disagree with, in Magnolia. I just struggle to find much to cling to in this one, but we'll definitely revisit it in the future at some. At 36 I have Cocktail, and number 35 is The Outsiders. At number 34 is the lowest Mission Impossible with the second one. 33rd is Far and Away. Number 32 is Legend by Ridley Scott, and 31 is Days of Thunder by Tony Scott. 30th is American Made, and 29th is Night and Day. 28th is Young Guns, where he plays a henchman who falls off a roof, but the film is still fun regardless of that. 27th is The First Jack Reacher, and number 26 is Interview with a Vampire, and number 25 is The Firm. Number 24 is Mission Impossible 3, and at 23rd I have the original Top Gun. The 22nd spot goes to Vanilla Sky, and the 21st spot, just missing out on the top 20, goes to Scorsese's The Colour of Money. And now we enter the top 20. We say goodbye to my gorgeous face, so we can focus more on Tom Cruise's. We'll see you at the end of the video. Number 20 is Risky Business. This was perhaps the first film that put Tom Cruise on the map properly, and it's pretty good. It's such a funny oxymoron that to maintain his perfect image to his parents, he runs a brothel in his own house in order to fix the car he damaged. It's a fun film with a charming young Cruise, and him sliding across the floor will never not be iconic. This film gets a 7 out of 10, and so do the next two as well. The first of which is The Last Samurai in the 19th spot. This was a fun film despite being a little bloated, since the runtime does feel a little long for what this is. Regardless, it is a nice portrayal of a guilt-ridden man fighting back against a regime that gave him those bad orders which led to his guilt. Except Tom Cruise gets to look like a cool long-haired samurai while doing it. Number 18 is Valkyrie. Considering the abundance of British and American actors at the forefront of German characters in a German war story, it works surprisingly well. It shows that not everyone in a dictated country will agree with the dictators in power, even if they're in military positions like Cruise's character is. It's important to know that there were Germans who had the guts to stand up to Hitler, and it's such a powerful story for that I just wish it had German leads. Number 17 is Brian De Palma's Mission Impossible, which is the first of 10 films that I gave an 8 out of 10. The stakes in this film are personal for Ethan, with Phelps killing his whole team and his parents being mentioned. I liked how the loss of his supposed first team in this film leads to Ethan's inability to choose between the world and his team's lives in future installments. Between the twists and turns, the tension of scenes, and the perfection of the Black Vault break-in, it is a wonderful spy thriller that has developed into what it is today as a franchise. Truly brilliant. Number 16 is Rain Man, a wonderful film about learning the value of life and people beyond money. After Cruise's Charlie finds his autistic brother, Hoffman's Raymond, initially to take his half of the inheritance, but soon learns to value his brother and appreciate him for who he is and what he has to offer the world. It's a great film and the performances are also great. Number 15 is Collateral. This is a pretty good thriller with Jamie Foxx doing a great performance as a nervous taxi driver who ends up giving a lift to hitman Tom Cruise, who plays an antagonist so well. I really enjoyed this one. At 14th is Eyes Wide Shut, Kubrick's final film. Not only is it one of Cruise's best performances, I'd say, but perhaps the best he's ever looked on film. It speaks well to the secrecy of cults and how they can be dangerous to the unsuspecting, and it's honestly a deeply interesting film about someone who gets involved in something out of their depth as they try to piece it together. 13th is Jerry Maguire, which is just a sports film that is so much fun. Tom Cruise is great as a down-on-his-luck guy playing the titular character, Jerry Maguire. The Show Me the Money scene is well worthy of its place in Cruise's Hall of Fame for his line deliveries. It's perfectly executed in performance, funnily constructed in presentation, as well as heartfully paid off in the narrative. A great film. Minority Report is at 12 and is Cruise's first collaboration with my favourite director, Steven Spielberg. A great sci-fi film with a wonderfully unique concept, executed with great stakes and good performances from all that are included. And then 11th is their second collaboration, War of the Worlds. The first two acts are extremely tense-inducing due to Spielberg's phenomenal directorial abilities. I wish more people would talk about it because it's certainly one of Spielberg's least appreciated. Cracking the top 10 is The Final Reckoning. I trusted Tom Cruise one last time, and it was pretty good. I'd recommend my review for more detail. Number 9 is Tropic Thunder. RDJ and Cruise are the absolute highlights, really getting into their characters and delivering amazing performances. It's a really funny film and there's honestly not enough movies about making movies. This was great. At number 8 is Ghost Protocol. The last 8 out of 10 film is pretty good. The tension between Brandt and Ethan around Julia's death or not is great and personal. The Burj Khalifa stunt is among Cruise's greatest in terms of scale and tension. It's fun and goofy, reinforced by Ethan saying mission accomplished at the end of the film. Number 7 is Born on the 4th of July, the first of 5 9 out of 10 films in Tom Cruise's filmography, which means yes, I gave 2 films a perfect score. Let's find out what they are. I love when war films understand their war films. This is a great emotional film that understands that war is bad. Through the effects of killing innocents has on Kovic, we see the resulting guilt and stress that follows unnecessary violence. Kovic clearly loves America and its people, not the government and its bad decisions, and to me that's what patriotism really should be about. Number 6 is Rogue Nation, a film that comes full circle perfectly, such as Ethan trapping Lane at the end of the film, like when the reverse happened at the start. It's a great spy film with betrayal and trust in relation to Ilsa's mission, as well as containing great action and stunts. The opera scene is honestly a masterclass in tension. Crazy that this is still only top 3 Mission Impossible. At 5th, I have A Few Good Men, where Tom Cruise gives an absolutely fucking phenomenal performance. It is such a gripping film about what is morally right and what isn't, as well as pride in whether to follow orders or not, and to question them. It's just an extremely captivating courtroom drama. 4th is Dead Reckoning. I honestly do love this film regardless of the poor treatment Ilsa got narratively. It's well paced, got great action and stunts, and AI ended up being a more timely villain than perhaps initially intended, but overall, such a good time. Number 3 is Edge of Tomorrow. It contains such a simple time loop premise, but it's done in such a captivating way with the characters playing such a key role in that. It's got great action and a killer alien design with a strong key theme of persistence and learning through practice and failure. Number 2 is Fallout. The first of 2 10 out of 10s, where the other one is one of my favourite films of all time. But Fallout felt like a natural conclusion to the franchise before 2 more were made. It contains a strong character-driven motive, with Hunt valuing the one life as well as the millions. It also perfectly closes the story with Ethan and Julia and contains some of my favourite set pieces in the whole franchise, with the motorbike chase to the London rooftop run and the helicopter chase at the end. It's a cunning story of deception, morality and love, and truly the peak of the Mission Impossible franchise. But at number 1, if you know me at all, because I talked about it in like 5 separate videos at this point it feels like, is of course Top Gun Maverick. In an era where there is more and more talk about AI and robots replacing jobs, which is implied at the start of the film with pilots, a film that is so unapologetically pure action filmmaking with an aging Cruise, one of the last standing movie stars of his era, at the helm, shows why doing the aerial combat as real as possible is important for audience immersion, and I'm always forever grateful for that. Believe it or not, if you make a good film, people will show up. And yeah, I just love this film. It's gorgeous and heartfelt and truly sparked a bigger love for cinema that I didn't have before. But that's it. So many great performances in here and so much stunt work that pushes boundaries. I'm so grateful for all of his work towards the cinematic experience and enhancing it. His filmography is one of the best out there, and I'm so glad he's finally getting an honorary Oscar from the Academy. I mean, I don't think anything will truly ever make up for the fact that they're making the stunt category a thing after the Mission Impossible franchise has concluded, but it's still nice. This was honestly a fun dive into his entire filmography. Discovered some great films in here and finally watched a couple that I've been meaning to watch for a long time. Thank you, Tom Cruise, and we'll see you at the movies.